Okay. I was not expecting anybody to be on here, but we're gonna get into a collective. What the fuck are you doing up? Why are you up? why, why are you up? This is so unnatural. Oh my goodness. And I was like, I'm not expecting anybody to be here. You're like, boop, good morning. 5. But ain't you 3 hours behind? 3, 4, 5. Oh, that would make sense, even if you are. Damn. Child. God bless your soul. I'm definitely here by choice, not obligation. But to be obligated to have to be somewhere at 5 in the morning is diabolical. 6, 5. It's 2 in the morning? 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. 5 to 6? Is my math not mathing right? The fuck? Cause 6 minus 3 is definitely 3. Unless they done change the time zones again, and if they did, I don't have time to try to figure it out. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Cause you 3 hours away from the East Coast, yeah. Hello? Bro, why is it 16 people in here? Why are you guys up? This is blowing my shit, bro. They like, why are you live if you didn't want anyone to be here? Because I don't know. I thought I was just gonna do a calm, cool reading, like maybe like 2 people or something. Like, it's 17 motherfuckers in this joint. Expect the unexpected. I don't know. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. That just stressed me out. I'm hot. Oh my goodness. Y'all really up. I'm about to just get into this reading. Alright, Jesus, give me strength. Alright. This shit crazy. 4 a.m. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock here. Thank you. It's 6 where I'm at, 4 over there, 3 somewhere else. But you know what? It's 5 o'clock p.m. somewhere in the world. So, let's get into it. I ain't even. We're just gonna get into it. There's obviously a reason that we're all here this rising. So, may the rest of our days be filled with blessings and prosperity and abundance and wealth. We're about to receive this deliverance and clarity around some things that we may have been going through. And you came here to get the answers. We're going to start with the oracle. All right. Holy Spirit, let's pray. I pray that you blind block and return any negative energy, any trickster spirits, and you bring forth the ascended masters, the archangels, and the divine destiny helpers who serve of our highest and our greatest good. Give me a second. Let me actually hold on, because I feel like the air is kind of loud. So give me 1 second. I didn't know I was muted. Thank you. See, this is why the comment section is because I didn't even notice. Can y'all hear me? You can hear me now, right? I'm tired. Uh, and it's crazy because I am usually up at this time. I'm just not interactive with people like I usually am praying or meditating. Or, I'm just in my thing, doing my thing for myself. So please bear with me. Um, my cognitives are still coming together. Anyway, the first card I pulled out, let me repeat that, is the love, and it came out sideways. So you have a feeling, I want to call it an indifference, a feeling of indifference, the way that you view love and the way that other people view love. And I'm picking up on this energy of like, is the way that I love correct or is the way that they love correct? Or should I love myself like this? Or the things that I view lovable, other people don't view lovable. Mm. There's also a need for you, but this is something that you chose. You chose to look at love differently. It's like you're choosing to love yourself and that's pissing other people off. That's crazy. How is you loving yourself pissing other people off? Confidence in a reverse. And you can feel less confident because of the things that you love. Like, let me give an example, right? I love helping people. I love tarot. Like, I do. I love it, right? But to some people, it's like weird or it's unorthodox or it's the devil or, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, am I wrong for loving this? Should I change the things that I love because of how other people view it? You're being tested. Your confidence is being tested, or your faith. I won't say your confidence because you are confident in the things that you love. This is kind of deep. I knew this shit was gonna be deep. Why do I feel like crying? Or maybe this not my energy. Maybe somebody else is just like overwhelmed, overburdened. Like this shit is a lot. Like I don't know what the fuck. Healing is not easy. Breakdowns mean breakthroughs. Like I don't know how many. I just said that to somebody the other day, but somebody needs to hear that. Breakdowns is breakthroughs. And I know it may not look like it at first. Trust me, from somebody who's been through like it don't even matter what the fuck I've been through for real. Because all of our lives is different. And my experience doesn't negate or take away from the things that you've experienced. But I need you to know that choosing yourself is hard in a world full of people who choose illusion. It's like like you choosing yourself is you choosing to be disillusioned. I'm gonna compare it to my family. Because if you've been a part of my community, you know I may not have the best relationship with my family. And it's not that I don't love my family, and it's not that my family does not love me. I can go home right now and it's going to be nothing but hugs and kisses and sweetness. That's exactly what it's going to be. The only difference is the things that I love and the things that they love are two completely different things. So that creates an indifference. I can't make this shit up. The spirituality card just popped out. Yeah, you can be like something about spiritual, being spiritual, spirituality. I don't know. This shit crazy. Why am I getting so hot? Hold on, I can't do that. Damn, I'm hot. Fuck. All right, the magician card at the bottom of the deck. It's something about this energy is deep. I ain't gonna call it intense, but this shit deep. Like, I can't look at the camera when I tell this story. But I can't start crying. I never told nobody this shit before, but I gotta tell y'all this full story, right? I was living at my mom's crib, had this gut feeling. I've always been this person, had my altar, my grandmom, on my altar, candies and candles and stuff like that. And at first they would make it seem like it was okay. It was cool. I even had my dad up there. Um, and I remember giving an offering to my father. I miss my dad so much. That's neither here nor there. But I gave an offering to my father, and it was a Swedish fish. Because I don't know, he just said he wanted some Swedish fish, so I gave my nigga some Swedish fish. You feel me? I gave my nigga some Swedish fish, and my mom came downstairs. This was the begin. Let me, because this is important. This was the beginning of the day, because it's 24 hours in a day. This was the beginning of the day. I was working from home, down a basement. Like I was living in a basement at the time. I was like living down there working. It was kind of like my own little studio apartment, right? Um, but my peace, my purpose was disturbed. I don't even want to say my peace, my purpose was disturbed. We gonna get to it. Just follow. My purpose was disturbed. I had a gut feeling that whole day, or I ain't even gonna say a gut feeling. I intuitively knew something because I didn't feel it in my gut. I felt it in my heart. And when you feel certain things in your heart, that's when you know things are true. The heart is a connection between your lower self and your higher self. Most of us don't get to reach our higher version of ourself or a higher version of ourself because we get stuck in the heart space. So we operate in the lower, the survival, the sex, the oh I'm the shit, oh I'm this, oh I'm that, oh I gotta da 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 da. I even caught myself today, like, I need to go shopping. I da 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 da. God woke you up this morning. He put food on your motherfucking table and a roof over your head. What else do you need? Everything else is extra. But I digress. I digress. In my heart, I believed something was off because bringing peace to the community is my purpose. When I come around, people are at peace. And they don't even understand that that's the purpose of me being in their life because people don't even recognize or really know what peace truly feels like.
Please be patient with me. Just be patient with me. This story is a little hard. I never told nobody this full story before. This is something I kept close to my chest. That night is the night that I chose because it was a choice to become homeless, to protect my peace and my purpose. Because when you are not around people who want to protect that, they're unknowingly trying to destroy it. These spirits that people are dealing with are wicked fucking work. And they will do everything they can to destroy you. They will do everything they can to try to destroy you. And most of the time, people are unwilling to recognize the damage that they do in other people's lives, including their own. Even I'm guilty of it. We all are. That is the purpose of peace. I came home that night because I went out after work. I worked an 8-hour shift, work from home job, ate me a little dinner, little lunch, whatever. And then I went out and I DoorDash for another 6 hours. 6 to 8 hours for real. Because I got off at what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah. I was working like 16. I was working so fucking much. So much, bro. So much. So much. To the point it was burning me the fuck out. And at the time, I didn't know it was spiritual warfare. Most people think this is a earthly fight that we're fighting, flesh fight. And we're fighting against principalities, entities of the darkness and the unseen. You ever drink, looked, let me slow down because this is important. And I'm gonna drop a video about spirits because I told you, well, I didn't tell everybody on here, but whoever comes across this, whatever the case may be, But I told y'all that spirits have demons attached to it. And what I mean by spirits is alcohol, alcoholic beverages. Have you ever drank so much that you look at yourself in a mirror and you don't even recognize the person that's looking back at you? So from that day moving forward, and I say all that to say I wasn't the one, I don't even drink and stuff like that. But I look into the eye because eyes are the portal to the soul. And I can look at people sometimes and I don't even recognize who they are. It's something completely different living inside that body. Totally different. And along this journey, that journey back then, I came in contact with a man who was sent to infiltrate my space. He was hired. He was hired. Not sent, he was hired. Somebody paid this man money to get close to me. He did it by being a part of my TikTok community. They always say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. He's on every live. He's every collective reading, engaging in the comments, see how I interact with my community, talk to people, share my stories, paying attention to my locations, hearing the vulnerability in my voice as I spoke. It was plotting and scheming the entire time. He was literally hired by the darkness. They knew, he knew. I want to say they. I'm going to say they. They knew I had no place to go. They know that they was doing heavy witchcraft on me. I'm talking about heavy witchcraft. And they don't even think it was witchcraft because it's the difference between witchcraft and voodoo. These bitches was doing voodoo on me. Confirmation. He lured me to his house or whoever house that was because I don't know who the fuck house that was. I still don't know who house that is. And this is how he did it. Oh, I see what you got going on. I like the work that you do. I'm into the same thing. We should link up and meet sometime. I'm like, nah, I'd rather sleep in my fucking car. Because at this point, I don't trust nobody. This was 2 years ago when everything was popping. I literally created something out of nothing. They watched me do it and still was trying to destroy it. How do you watch somebody build something from nothing or scraps? I'll say scraps, scraps. Because even having a full-time job, working 16 hours a day, still wasn't a fuck enough to afford my car note, to afford to fucking put food on my table and afford rent. It wasn't, which is why I was living back at home, which is why I had to move out of the country. This is where people keep getting the mind. The mind is so, he lured me to his crib. Oh, well, I need a reading. If you want, you can stay here. I don't mind if you need a place to stay for a second or something in my spirit told me to go, but not to stay. I'll tell y'all what I did. Because one thing about that intuition, it never lies, nor is it going to ever lead you astray. I carried, I still carry crystals with me, protective. People don't understand the power of this shit. They think they're little rocks. Things are minute. It's a little stage of full of. How the fuck you think we still alive and got through all this spiritual warfare if our ancestors ain't practiced this type of shit? Something told me because I was living out my car, I put a whole bunch of crystals in my pockets because something just told me to do it. All in my laundry, just sprinkled it around. I went to that man's house and I knew he was a plant. I knew he was a plant because my spirit told me. Now, mind you, this man was hired to infiltrate my space, hired to watch my social media, hired to lure me in, hired to try to have sex with me, to siphon my energy for their magic to continue to work. Hmm. I got with that man and I could tell that he was vulnerable too. I took that drive. I was like, all right, fuck it. I took the drive. It was about a 45-minute drive. And once I got to my destination, something felt off. It felt off because usually when you go to people's house, they don't tell you to wait until somebody's not looking or somebody is not paying attention for you to enter the space. That's another clear indication of how I knew I was being set up. Oh, well, just hold on for a second. You can park around the corner, but I'm gonna tell you to come in like 5 minutes once, Wooty Woo go upstairs or this and that. All right, boom. I'll go in the crib. It's like, all right, it's safe. You can come in the crib now. The man that I'm looking at, there's pictures all over the walls, family and shit. This nigga is not in any of the pictures. None. Cero. Nunca. Nada. So you lured me to this house. My spirit told me to go because this is a part of this. This is something that I needed. I ain't gonna say that I need it, but spirit wanted to show me just how close to danger you could be. It's always the people that's closest to you that plot on you the most. That's why they hired that man to get close to me. I walk in the crib, I'm looking around. I'm like, it's different. We proceed to go in the basement. He like, you wanna go upstairs? Nah, I'm cool. So we go in the basement. I'm like, I got some clothes I need to wash. All right, cool. That's why we went to the basement because I needed some clothes to wash. I had clothes. He told me, he said, you can wash your clothes here. I said, all right, bet. Mind you, whole time I'm washing clothes, there's crystals in the clothes. Crystals in my pockets, crystals in my clothes, protected me in a safe, excuse me, keeping me safe in a place where I was not. Because the thing about magic is when you're unaware, it works. When you're aware, that's when game is over, especially if it's some dark shit. He lured me into the crib. I didn't feel comfortable. I said, all right. He wanted me to teach him candle magic and give him a reading. I said, well, all right, while the clothes is washing, we might as well, go to the park. It was a nice little park down the street. We can go to the park. I like being outdoors sometimes, right? We can go to the park while the clothes washing. We don't need to be in the house. I didn't feel comfortable in the house with him anyway. But when my spirit leads me to go somewhere, even if it don't make sense, that's something that I need to do. We went to the park, sat down. I got him vulnerable. I got him speaking. I got him sharing the things that are closest to him. Because at this point, I already knew what the fuck it was. One thing about that intuition, it never lies. And even though I didn't know the full story, I knew how to play those motherfucking games that they was trying to run on me. Because one thing about a bitch, I ain't slow nor stupid. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And it's always the one that looked the most innocent that they underestimate the most. We get done a reading, we go back into the house, and we was vibing. But I knew there was an agenda. And the agenda was to try to get him to sleep with me. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I truly don't know the full reason as to why they tried to get that man to do that, but in my spirit, in my heart, I believe it was to siphon my energy. I believe it was to get close to me to suck that energy, that life force out of me. Because your sacral, which is also your sexual energy, is where you create the most. That's why the person that you fucking on can either bring you life or it can bring you death internally and externally, just overall. And if they suck enough life force energy out of you, they can use it for their own personal gain. Sex magic is one of the most potent forms of magic outside of blood magic and incantations. That's why life and death is on the power of the tongue. That's what a sword is, your tongue. They made us to believe it was a piece of steel. Peace, be still, and know that I am God. That's why you gotta watch what the fuck you say out your mouth. That goes for everybody. Whoever comes across this. Because like I said, I wasn't expecting nobody to be here this morning. But people showed up for a reason. God brought people here for a reason. Just know we talked all night. I gained so much clarity from that situation. Clarity on just how real this shit is. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, before that night even happened, I didn't even really believe in this shit. Right hand of fucking God, take me down now. I'm like, what? Voodoo, witchcraft, candles, magic, incantations, bitch, siphon my energy, even though I felt it. Even though I felt it, I knew something was wrong, but I just didn't believe it. I'm like, maybe it's this. I ain't gonna say I didn't believe it. I couldn't find evidence. I didn't have hard evidence. People be needing hard evidence. People be needing shit right in their face. Like, that's why when I used to do tarot on TikTok, it used to piss me off. or it used to, I ain't gonna say piss me off, it used to irritate me because if I'm telling you a message, people are like, can I see the cards? See the cards? Do you see it? But is that gonna change what you see right here? People look with these eyes when they really need to look from this one. Because this one sees way more than these could ever. The things that you see with these could merely be an illusion. We look at things and perceive people wrongly almost all the fucking time. Oh shit, I thought that was blue. Oh, I thought that was green. Oh shit, I thought that was a little boy. I thought that was a little girl. Hmm. But when you start to see from this, can nothing fucking shake you. Understand that. Nothing, nada, nunca. That man kept trying to lure me upstairs. But one thing about it is I'm a good conversationalist, but I'll talk all night. But the thing that you about to fuck and I already know you wanna and plus I'm not no whore anyway, nigga. I just met you. I don't fucking know you. I don't have no emotional connection with you. Nigga, I know you trying to set me the fuck up. If I go upstairs, you might try to kill me. I felt that in my spirit. I knew that in my heart. I knew that in my fucking heart. I believed that in my fucking heart. I understood that because my spirit placed that on me. God placed that. You just, certain things you just can't shake. Why does this man keep trying to lure me upstairs? God knew it was more than a tarot reading, but why? Who hired you? Why are you here? Why did you try to bring me here? What was the purpose of you luring me into this space, into this home that is not your own? Whose house is this? Who does this belong to? And one thing about it, two things for sure, it was Haitians who lived in that house. That man was not Haitian. That was an African American Negro from motherfucking I can't say from where. That was African American. That wasn't no Haitian. But I was in a Haitian household. It even smelled like a Haitian household. You know how you can walk into an Indian household and smell, it got a certain smell. Jamaica got a certain smell. Even black got a certain smell. It's a certain scent. And I know it sound, yeah, if you understand, I ain't even gotta explain too much. It's a certain scent that comes with different nationalities. You can walk into a Mexican household and it smells like saison. Spices, excuse me, and seasonings and shit like that. And I don't even think Mexicans use saison like that. I'm just being funny at this point. I talked to that man all night and I got him to break down and tell me just enough. That's all I needed was just enough. I even pulled the crying card. Because even the most toughest of niggas, if they see a bitch crying, they're gonna be like, oh my God, the baby. Even the most evil motherfucker. And that man was evil. I ain't gonna call him evil. He had evil intent, but I'm hearing evil. That man was evil. Literally a fallen angel. He's literally hired to do evil things, sent to do evil things to people. Sent. I'm not gonna say hired, but sent. Because sometimes he's a willing participant of his own. He doesn't even have to get compensated for it. Talked all night, kept trying to, you don't want to go upstairs, ain't you getting sleepy? You going upstairs, you getting sleepy? Crazy thing is, I was waiting, washing my clothes. We was in this room in the basement. It had absolutely nothing in it but like a big prayer rug. Like it looked like one of them, it was just a big rug in an empty room in the basement. Nothing in it. Maybe like a few little storage things, like, two, three pieces. Absolutely nothing in that room. No couch, no cook, no nothing. We was sitting on that floor the entire night, standing, sitting in the windowsill, whatever. Just about all night. Well, had once we came back in from the park, and we was at the park for a few hours, like 2 to 3 hours. We talked all night. That man could not lure me upstairs. Because I knew if I would have went upstairs, it would have been over. I knew I was safe in the basement because that's where my crystals were. That's where my protection was at. All of my protection. But if I would have went into enemy territory without my protection, oh, I would have been done for. And I'm happy I was vigilant enough to not make that move. From that day moving forward, he taught me something that I did not know. That things are always deeper than they appear. That's all he kept saying to me was, it's deeper. It's deeper. It's deeper. And from that day moving on, I knew that shit got deep. I just didn't know how deep it got. And from that day moving forward, God showed me just how deep shit get, just how deep shit can be, just how deep spiritual warfare is, and just how unaware the people who need to be the most aware are not aware. And they continuously go through cycles and loops and wonder why they never figure this life shit out. Why my mind all fucked up? Why I can't get right? Why I keep having failed relationship after relationship? Not knowing it's a demon on your back that keeps putting pain where your purpose is supposed to be. Because you haven't addressed the spiritual aspect of yourself. You keep trying to fight the flesh with principalities of the unseen. Once you fight the spiritual, the physical gets better. That's why I can be at peace. Let me grab my charger real quick. All right. That's why I can be at peace. That's why I am at peace. Way more than the people who are fighting their worldly flesh because they haven't figured out. It's not even funny that this shit is spiritual. It's not physical. And it's more than just some scriptures in the Bible. Wow. I'm going to end it here. 55:55. Major changes are coming.